So I made this video a few weeks ago, but I left out a couple of things like memory cards, spare batteries, how to keep the spare batteries dry, the anti-fog spray I use. Hence, I've decided to remake this video. Now, everything will be time-stamped down below in this video, so if you want to check out a particular section, go and have a look down there. Now, let's get straight to the point. My camera of choice is a 360 camera at the moment anyway. I have used everything from phone cameras to traditional action cameras like the GoPro or the DJI. But at the moment, I love using a 360 camera, especially since the Insta360 X5 came out and it has replaceable lenses. Because those of you that do canyoning know that canyoning basically trashes your gear, and that includes any lenses on cameras, especially when they are sticking out, like on the 360 cameras. Previously, you had to use lens guards, but they did tend to affect the quality of the footage, so I kind of went back and forwards between 360 cameras and more traditional action style cameras. However, yeah, with the X5, I think this will be a keeper. Now, the big plus of the 360 camera is it captures everything, 360 degrees. With the action cameras, you have to be a lot more intentional of what you shoot, where you're pointing it, etc. You can chuck it on your helmet and just let it run, but I find it doesn't always capture the footage that you want to kind of tell the story, or just, you know, capture what you want it to capture without actually being very deliberate about it. And that takes you away from the actual canyoning experience. Whereas, again, the 360 camera, let it run, captures everything, and you can adjust it in post. Yes, it does take longer to then edit the videos, but it really allows me to be a lot more in the moment and present when I'm doing the actual canyon, and that for me is the most important thing by far. Making these videos is very much a secondary thing, and yeah, with these 360 cameras, that makes it a lot easier. All right, now to, I guess, the details of batteries and memory cards. The memory card I use is a 520 meg micro SD, Y520. I think it's the biggest one this one can take, and it gives me about 5.5 hours, I think 5 hours and 45 minutes, something like that, of video time at 8K. Which is generally more than enough for your average kind of day canyon to not have to worry about, do I have enough room on the memory card? I can just pretty much flick it on and let it go for most of the canyon, at least the interesting bits anyway, and again, not worry about it. Battery wise, I've got at the moment 2 batteries, so basically one in the camera and another spare. I am thinking about getting a 3rd battery. 8K generally tends to drain these reasonably quickly. If I can find out the spec, I'll put it down below. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I find it to be reasonably accurate. At least have enough batteries to basically match the SD card is kind of the goal. So probably an additional battery. And in terms of keeping the spare battery dry, I use just these overboard dry bag type things. So they just open up, battery goes in there, and they seal up. We take all the air out with a click either side, and that pretty much keeps it dry. Haven't had any issues in terms of leaks or anything like that, and that just goes in the top pocket of my bag. I have in the past put it in another dry bag, but I generally find this to be enough. Although, again, if you're paranoid, chuck it in another dry bag, no worries. Now, the other kind of accessory which I failed to mention in the last video is this anti-fog spray. It's just a generic one I got from Amazon, I think it was. I don't even remember where, a couple of bucks. And this basically helps keep the droplets off the lens. GoPro, I think, has this kind of coating on the lens, which helps with that. But Insta360 and also the DJI don't. So just a cheap spray helps kind of keep the lens a bit more hydrophobic, keeps the raindrops off. I forgot to apply it on my last video, and you can definitely see the drops of water, which kind of ruin the shot a little bit. But yeah, couple of bucks. This generally goes in my Canon pack as well. I apply it when just before we get to the canyon, and then if I change the battery out, I'll give the lenses generally another quick spray. Nice and light, nice and simple, and pretty effective. Now let's talk about mounting options. I use two for the 360 camera, and a big plus with this with the X5 is the quick release on the bottom. It pretty much snaps on nice and quickly, nice and easily to the helmet like so, and it's reasonably easy enough that you don't even need to take the helmet off. You can just grab it, kind of feel around where the mount is, click it on, it's good to go, and then you can again quickly take it off. The last little thing about the helmet is this lanyard, which is attached from the back of the helmet to the mounting point for the camera. Just in case the glue fails, the whole thing won't come falling off into the water. It'll still at least be attached to the helmet. The other mount I use is this selfie stick mount. This obviously extends quite far and gets some really awesome shots. Again, I just chuck the camera on, I point the selfie stick behind me, I'll set it up behind me or out in front, and you get these awesome shots without having to worry about where it's pointing. You can just kind of enjoy the canyon around you and just let the camera run. At the moment, this is a screw-on mount, so your 1/4 inch thread. The camera just goes on there. It doesn't take too long, but as soon as the quick release mounts become available from Insta360, which have the screw-on function, these are your traditional GoPro mounts, bottom, I'll be adding it to this, so the whole system will be quick release, make it much easier. In terms of attaching the selfie stick, or how I carry the selfie stick, it obviously doesn't really fit in your pocket, and I want it to be reasonably handy, so I actually have a quick release mount on the backpack. This sits on my shoulder, and it pretty much just clicks into there, and that carries the selfie stick. To take the selfie stick out, you just twist and pull it out. Obviously, it works with the camera attached as well. There we go. So again, I can just click it on there and it holds the camera, and then to take it off, just twist and it comes off like so. That system is pretty bulky and pretty heavy. I'm not a huge fan of it. It works, but it's something that I will be looking to replace in the future. Just have to find a solution for it. But yeah, very simple to go from the backpack, extend it out, capture the footage. Then if I want, I can just quickly unscrew it, or in the future, quick release and attach it onto the helmet. Very quick, simple process. That's it. That's all the info on my camera setup, from the camera itself to all the accessories like mounting options, batteries, keeping them dry, memory card, and this handy anti-fog slash hydrophobic spray. Definitely recommend getting one of these and keeping it with you if you're going to be filming in a canyon environment or a wet one anyway. If you have any questions, let me down below. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Bye for now.